Sports talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now y'all, I'm just reminding y'all, this is a don't forget video. On March the 4th, you got David Haye versus Tony Bellew. Right? A nice heavyweight fight, which is going to be very significant and important in England. But listen, when one of the best heavyweights fight, if he has a title or not, and David Haye is definitely one of the best heavyweights, right? Not even arguably, definitely one of the best heavyweights. You want to check this fight out, right? To see what kind of form David Haye is in. Tony Bellew is that big mouth dude from England. He has cruiserweight champion, and he called out David Haye, right? And cool for England. This is going to be big, and but it reminds me a little bit, of the Kell Brook fight against Golovkin, right? It says, hey, let me go ahead and fight Golovkin because I got a mandatory. I got some stuff down here at another division that's getting to be very hard. Errol Spence in the welterweight division. That name you should get to know. Who's Kell Brook is going to fight now, but it didn't seem like he wanted to. There's fights, more lucrative fights somewhere else. And he went up. Let me go and fight Golovkin. Dangerous, but nothing happens if I lose. All right? Hey, I can lose to a guy a couple of weight divisions higher with power punching. Doesn't that sound familiar? Because Tony Bellew, he got some serious stuff down there in his own division, but it would have been less reward. He wouldn't have made this kind of money. So fight David Haye, because you got Alexander Ozik, or Urik. I don't know how you pronounce it. Ukrainian dude, southpaw, bad, skills galore. Murat Gassiev, power, right, galore. Those kind of guys, right, that are right there that he could fight in his own division, but not everyone knows them. And he would be the underdog against these guys. So what do? Hey, let me call out David Haye. Small heavyweight. I know it's dangerous, but hey, nothing can happen. If I can get out of there pretty much unscathed or not too much scathed, you know what I mean? Then it's not a bad thing. He can still do his thing in the cruiserweight division. So that just seems a little bit similar to that Kell Brook thing. Some more news about this fight is there was a scare, an injury scare. David Haye, it's rumored that he has an Achilles injury, and he had to go over to Germany to see Müller Wohlfahrt. Müller Wohlfahrt, I think his name is. A doctor by Bayern Munich. He's very famous. Most of the athletes come to him for injuries from all over the world. Right? Usain Bolt, all those guys, they go over there. So he went over there to get checked up. So it kind of put a little question mark on if this fight was going to happen. Everything seems to be good. Everybody has the green light. So it's going to happen. That's good. Now, brother like to say I told you. I'm not going to say I told you, but I'm just going to say a few of my quotes, a few things that I thought about this fight have been quoted by other fighters. Right? For example, Paulie Malignaggi, who is someone with a guy like Teddy Atlas, who you pretty much listen to when they're talking boxing. Right? And Paulie Malignaggi says the same thing that I say about this fight. Right? Hey, early, for sure. But if Bellow gets out of that 6th, 7th round, then you have to kind of lean towards Tony Bellew. Because then, Haye might start thinking a little bit and get exhausted. This is my point. I got Haye by knockout, but if it goes past 6, 7, then, it's up in the air then after that point. He echoes that opinion. In my opinion, Demore, a fighter that David Haye fought his second to the last fight, he says Haye's power is ridiculous and his speed is ridiculous for the heavyweight division. His elusiveness too. He thinks Haye can beat any fighter in the heavyweight division, the Joshuas of the world and all of them on a given night. That echoes my opinion. I think the exact same thing. You're going to be hard pressed to beat David Haye no matter who you are. So that's something too. And then another thing that I just say, a quote from Haye that kind of echoes my opinion too, is that Tony Bellew seems to be just kind of jealous a little bit. Haye over there training with models and on the yacht and doing his thing over in Florida, right? And he's over there in the cold, he say, And that seems to be a little bit jealousy. Don't bring no jealousy. Now, jealousy is not a reason to go fight this man. It's a very dangerous man just to be fighting because you're jealous. Get over the jealousy. Men, period. All that jealousy, man. It was Cristiano Ronaldo. It's got so many haters. It's a reason for that. Get over it, fellas. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that's going to be significant in the fight. You better be careful. who you mess with. But it's too late now. Guys, we're only a few days away from this fight. It's one of the big fights that are happening on March 4th. Now, it's March Madness, another form of it. Not basketball here, but it is March Madness. There's a lot of fights coming. You got the Garcia Thurman fight coming. You got the Gennady Golovkin Jacobs fight next week, and probably Mississippi. You got another little heavyweight under the radar fight. Travis Kaufman against, I forget who he's fighting, but right now, but it's somebody pretty significant, right? I'll get back to those things. But March Madness is happening, and this Tony Bellew versus David Haye fight is just the beginning. All right, y'all. Doma Sports Talk Worldwide, and I'm about it.